Next question. My name is Tim Baxley. I'm the owner of Southside Tattoo, and I've been tattooing in Atlanta for 17 years. Well, my mom was a musician, and she hung around with a lot of musicians and bikers, and I was exposed to a lot of tattoos at a very early age, and I remember being just fascinated by them. I knew that I wanted to be just covered in tattoos at a very early age. I think the thing that I like the most about tattooing is that it's always different. I never know what I'm going to be doing generally until a few days before I do the tattoo. A lot of times I come into work and I don't know what I'm going to do until I get to work. I've always liked that. Owning a business has been a dream of mine for quite a few years. This is actually my second business. I opened up a shop in Augusta called Aces and Eights with a couple of partners, and then when I moved back to Atlanta, a few months after moving back to Atlanta, we founded Southside Tattoo. I really enjoy doing restorations. That's probably my favorite thing to do now. I love to take a tattoo that no one else wants to work on and turn it into something that the client appreciates a little more. You just try to salvage the good and disguise anything that isn't. A client came into the shop. She had gotten a tattoo, but I don't think that she was able to describe exactly what it was that she wanted to the artist. She wanted a phoenix tattoo. And we had a consultation. She wanted it to look a little more hard, a little more mean. Restored the phoenix for her. Now she loves the tattoo. It's one of her favorite tattoos. Yeah, there was a rose restoration that I guess it was about 25, 30 years old. And I brought that back to life. One of my favorite restorations is a crescent moon. It's a bearded crescent moon thing that was just in really bad shape. It was really jacked up. And I was able to bring out the best of it, I guess. If I had to pick one of my favorite tattoos, that would be the Asian tiger from the Asian back piece that I did. It's just bright, it's bold, and it's colorful. I also really enjoyed doing the mermaid octopus half sleeve. That's a really interesting piece. You know what I really like is the silhouetted fish. The black scorpion from my portfolio is a custom piece that I did for a friend of mine in Augusta. There's also a pierced heart in my portfolio that is another one of my custom designs. The Indian was kind of an interesting tattoo. I'm not known for portraiture. I don't do a lot of photorealism, but I felt confident with this particular piece. The crayon sun that's in my portfolio, that was a very challenging piece. Surprisingly, I was blown away at how difficult it was to do something in that style. It was interesting. I ended up having to freehand a lot of it. Another one of my favorites from my portfolio is a dragonfly that I worked on. It's got a bunch of real fine lines in the wings. There was about 2.5 hours of outline and only about 30 minutes of shading. I really like the sleeping leopard cub that's in my portfolio. I'm in the process of turning that into a half sleeve. Another one of my favorites is the Ganesh. The headdress on the Ganesh had a lot of freehand in it. I really love the filigree spade that's in my portfolio. That was equally challenging as it was fun to do, but when it was done, it was really exciting to see what I had pulled off. Southside Tattoo has been in business for 5 years. We were originally located at 1600 West Cleveland Avenue in East Point, and we now reside at 1597 White Way. I really love it over here. People are really friendly. It's kind of a underrated part of Atlanta. I think it's a really cute part of town that, doesn't get its due, so to speak. The guys at Southside are very down to earth, just regular guys. There's none of that rock star attitude that you get at a lot of tattoo shops that you go to. I usually give people a challenge. Go to 3 other tattoo shops, then come to Southside last. We're pretty sure you'll stay here.